What's up, everybody? My name is Astonishing Peaks and welcome to another review. And today we are reviewing the Marvel Legends Wakanda Forever Black Panther. When it comes to the figure itself, I would say that this figure is pretty good, but there are some things that I would like to mention that I guess would have been improved upon better. So like any other figure, it's not perfect, but let's just get into the review. But before we get into the review, let's look at the new style packaging. As you can see, these newer style packaging is like, there's no windows, no plastic being used, which I would say that it is good to be environmentally friendly, but you never know what you're gonna get, especially since the paint apps on some figures aren't as good or clean as it's shown. I mean, this is a render. It's not really 100% reflected on the figure, so you could get a figure that has misprinted paint or isn't as bright or anything. So that's the problem when it comes to a figure like this. You don't know what the state of the product is, so it's pretty difficult to determine whether to get it or not. So looking at the sides, either render or concept art, which I think is pretty good, and tells you the accessories, and which is not much, but yeah, that's the packaging. So here is a closer look at the new Black Panther figure. As you could see, this Black Panther has a lot of great sculpted details that are reflected upon the movie, as all Marvel Legends do. They have that nice sculpting and everything, but like all Marvel Legends, also the details and everything get lost sometimes when there is no paint applied, and there is paint applied here on the front of the figure, which is pretty good. It's the part where we see most of the paint apps, but when it comes to the back, I mean, it's mostly absent. I've seen customizers already painting these parts and it looks amazing, so I don't know why Hasbro couldn't do it, but I'm guessing it would have upped the price a little bit more. But as you can see, it has a lot of great gold and silver accents throughout the design of the costume, and the shoulders and the helmet and the legs and everything. It has good paints. But also, again, the sculpt, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the figure. All the paint is applied very well. Just here's a closer look. The helmet and everything. It is amazing. I like the little dots on her face. Obviously, you could tell that this is Shuri. A lot of people were guessing that this would have been Nakia or maybe Okoye, but I think the little dots on her forehead were basically a big indicator that it was Shuri, since she has the same design in the first movie. So, yeah, I think it was pretty obvious who the Black Panther was gonna be. But yeah, as you could see, the paint is pretty good for what there is. So next thing, we're gonna get into the articulation. Now this figure does have the standard articulation that most Marvel Legends would have. So she can look from side to side very well. She can look up alright. She can look down. And she does have head pivot, so that's pretty good movement. She can move her arm all around. She can move her arm that much up. I think you could force it more up, but I don't want to damage the paint apps when it comes to the shoulders, so I'm just gonna limit her shoulder articulation movement to there. She does have bicep articulation. She does have a double jointed elbow, but sometimes I think you have to heat it up to get that full range, because I don't know, it's stiff. But as you can see, it can go this much up. She can move her her wrist inside and out, and she can rotate it. So, and for her diaphragm joint, she does have a okay diaphragm joint. It's not, I wouldn't say it's perfect. It is the only type of body articulation that we would have. I wish that she had that new style, a hinge joint, or maybe like another joint around here so she could get more articulation. Hips, she can move about this far, and she can go far about this much. She does have double jointed knees that move about this far. She also does have thigh swivels, and that works pretty well, but it's also kind of stiff. And for her ankles, she can move about this far down and this far up, not a lot. And she does have ankle rockers. Next, we are going to do the size comparison of this video. Here we have Black Panther next to the Marvel Legends Moon Knight. Here we have the Black Panther next to the Marvel Legends Captain America. Here we have Black Panther next to the Marvel Legends Retro Series Symbiote Spider-Man. The Black Panther next to the Mezco 112 Collective Netflix Daredevil. Here we have the Black Panther next to the SH Figure Arts Endgame Black Widow. And here we have the Black Panther next to the Gaming Greats boss. Here we have the Black Panther next to the Incinerator Trooper. And last but not least, here we have the Black Panther next to the Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan. I think overall, this figure has great details with sculpt-wise and paint apps-wise. And I would definitely recommend you guys get this figure if you guys enjoyed the Black Panther movie, the new one. Of course, the figure is not 100% reflective of what you see outside the packaging. It always could look better, in my opinion. There is some paint missing and some articulation restrictions that could be, better when it comes to this figure. So aesthetically, I would say that this figure is probably like a 9 out of 10, and articulation wise, probably like a 6 out of 10, and paint apps also well, more like a 7 really. It's missing some details, but I think that it won't really affect the overall look of the figure. So overall, as the score overall, I would say that this is an 8 out of 10 when it comes to the figure itself. And again, if you guys see it, I recommend you guys pick it up because, it's Black Panther, the new Black Panther, and sadly we aren't probably not going to get any more figures of, T'Challa Black Panther or like Chadwick Boseman, maybe legacy type, but like no new sculpts. But again, I recommend this figure, guys, and if you guys enjoyed this review and thought it was helpful in making a decision, please leave a like, subscribe, check out my other platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, where you can find more lifestyle and everything. And yeah, thank you.